It's supposed to be a picture. You guys, it's almost April and it is snowing outside in Michigan. We thought that the snow was done here finally, and it's snowing again. Hey guys, truebeautyforever here, aka Natasha Redford Poetry, and I wanted to film this makeup tutorial for you guys. This is the makeup that I had on in my ColourPop video. If you haven't seen that, I'll link that below for you. Some of my friends actually requested that I do this look, so I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy it. It took a lot of editing and work to do it, so if you guys like it, please show it some love with a thumbs up or with a comment in the comment section. Some of the products that I use, or all of them, I will try to link them in the description box for you, which will be underneath this video. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone. Not my skin tone, but Skin Tone. And I'm just going to use my finger to blend that all over my entire lid. And I'm just going to make sure that it's a seamless transition across all of my lid. I drag it all the way out here just in case I want to make like a nice sharp look, like with a sharp harsh edge. I'm going to take a smudger brush from BH Cosmetics and I'm going to apply this product onto my not my waterline, but my lower lash line as well. I'm going to be adding colors down here, and this is just going to help it to adhere better to the lower lash line, you know? Alright, now I'm going to go on ahead and do my eyebrow. All the gray brushes that you see are from the same brush set from BH Cosmetics, so I will just link it down below for you guys so you can know where to pick it up from. I'm going to be taking the Sugar Pill Burning Heart palette, and I'm going to be taking the color Flame Point, and that's this beautiful sexy orange right here. I'm going to be taking this fluffy blending brush. This is from Sedona Lace. All the pink brushes that I'm using are from Sedona Lace. And I'm just going to swirl that into the nice orange. And we are going to put that into the crease. And this is just going to add warmth to the crease. Now I'm applying it nice and kind of large, almost to the brow bone. All over. Because a lot of it's going to get covered up, as you can see. Now I did go over this crease twice, so I feel like I need to do that with this one as well. It's just going to provide a nice warm feeling into the crease because I want this look to look nice and warm. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my No Name 28 Neutrals palette. I got it off eBay for $9. If I can find it, I'll link it below for you guys. But I bought it several years ago, so I might not be able to find it. And I'm going to just take this smaller, stiffer domed blending brush. And I'm going to start off with this color here, which is close to my skin tone. And I'm going to apply that all over the crease. Then I'm going to take this color next to it, which is a couple shades darker, and then I'm going to just apply that to the outer part of the crease. So I'm taking the skin tone color first, and I'm just blending that into the crease. I'm sticking closer to my mobile lid than my upper crease. My blending brush that I use to apply that orange shadow, and just blend those two where they meet, so it's a nice seamless transition, you know. Now I'm taking that darker color that I showed you guys before, and I'm gonna focus this on the outer V of my crease, but I will also drag it down to the outer part of my mobile lid as well. So now on to the fun part of the tutorial. I'm going to be taking MAC's Copper Sparkle, which has been around for a long time, but you know, I'm late on the bandwagon bus. I'm late on. I think you can see it's all of its beauty on camera. Okay, you can't. I'm sorry. Okay, so I want to apply this pigment wet, so I'm just going to use a little bit of my NYX finishing matte spray into the lid of the pigment, like so. Just 2 sprays is more than enough, and I'm going to empty a little bit of the pigment into the container lid. And personally, I just find that for this particular pigment with the wet look, it just applies best for me with a sponge applicator, and so that's what I'm going to use. Thankfully, this brush set comes with one, otherwise I would be kind of screwed. And I'm just going to swipe it on the back of my hand first to make sure it's not too chunky, because that's not the look I'm going for today. And I'm just going to swipe it onto my lid. It's okay if it gets up in the crease because I'm going to blend it out. I thought it was going to be chunky. You see that one little chunk there? Okay, I'm going to take my blending brush and just blend that color down like so. And I'm going to go back in with the fluffy brush and just blend out the crease colors as well as this lid color here. Okay, now I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. This is one of my favorite, this is hands down actually my favorite neutrals palette. And I'm just going to be taking the color Honey Pot from the fashion section of the palette. And I'm going to take a big shader brush because I'm a big sucker for inner tear duct highlights. And I'm just going to pop the gold onto the inner tear duct here. It might look super intense on camera. Well, heck, it is kind of super intense, but it's really pretty. Now from the same palette, I'm going to take the smudger brush that I used earlier to add this base down here. I'm going to take Erotica, Sexpresso. Wait, this one's Sexpresso, this one's Erotica, and this is Chocolate Martini. In that order, I'm going to take them and swirl them onto my smudger brush, and I'm going to apply that to my lash line, lower lash line. Now I am going to take this small blending brush again and just ever so slightly add a little bit of Chocolate Martini to the outer crease. Ever so slightly, okay? I like Chocolate Martini because it has like some gold flecks to it, so it's gorgeous. Okay, now using the same angled liner brush that I used to do my brows with, I'm going to take Maybelline's Eye Studio Gel Liner in Charcoal Carbon, which is like an off grayish black, which really pissed me off. I thought it was the jet black, so I don't use it that much. It's kind of dried out a little bit. So on top of it, I'm going to add a little bit of black eyeshadow from the same 28 Neutrals palette. I'm just going to put that in the lower lash line. No, the waterline. Alright gang, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put my liner on and mascara. Okay, so actually I am gonna do my mascara on camera because I want to show you what I'm doing. It's kind of weird, but I'm taking the Too Faced Lashgasm wand and putting it into the Benefit They're Real mascara. I'm not a fan of this mascara at all. I know it's really hyped up and everything. I know it's like people's holy grail or whatever. It just didn't work for me. But I love this wand. It makes your freaking lashes look almost like falsies when you don't have any lashes. Like me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on camera. I'm not a lash goddess or anything, so they might not look great to you guys, but you guys can let me know what you think in the comments section. Can you guys even freaking tell I'm doing my lashes? I swear, it's like I might as well not even have lashes. I have nice curl to my lashes, but that's about it. Okay, so my one last little step before we finish up with the eyes, I'm going to take Tawny Concealer by CoverGirl. That's an interesting name. But I'm going to take this angled shadow brush and I'm going to go on ahead and apply this to the back. No, not to the back of my hand. I'm going to actually just straight up apply it to the brush, and I'm going to carve out my brows with this color. I'm going to swipe the brush a little bit on the back of my hand so I don't pick up too much product. This is going to act as like our highlight color for the brow bone as well as clean up our brows. So should have swiped off more product. Whoops. Now I'm going to just go back into the Sugar Pill color one more time so it's not like a harsh edge, because remember I wanted this nice and airy feeling and blown out and pretty. Alright, on to the face. So I bought this Skin Perfecting Primer from NYC. It's like kind of shimmery and has a white film to it. I can't really say that it's done anything yet. I gotta use it a little bit more, but I'm gonna take this and put it on my face as my primer. I do like to more so apply it a little bit heavier around my smile lines, because that's a problem for me, like foundations kind of settling in my smile lines. They do it hardcore. So I'm going to be taking my favorite holy grail, which is the Revlon 24-hour color stay. This is the color Cappuccino. And I'm going to apply it a little bit to the back of my hand. Sorry if you heard that. That's my stomach. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And by a little bit, I guess I mean a lot. And I'm going to dab that onto my face. This is probably way too much, actually. I usually do my face before my eye makeup nowadays, so, unless I have like heavy makeup, so it's kind of different. I like to cancel out the colors of my lips with my foundation. I don't have many lip liners, but I find that foundation does the trick for me. Because my upper lip is brown and my bottom lip is pink. So that's why I'm doing that. And I like to also apply it on my neck to make sure that my neck is the same color as my face. If you're thinking, wow, this color is a little bit too light for her, does she not know that? It is a little bit lighter, but it matches the rest of my body. So, okay, I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques buffing brush in the 2.0 core collection. I got it from Walmart. I'll link it below. Alright, so I love to highlight underneath my eyes and just give some highlight to my face. Sometimes I do a super intense, really bright highlight, and other times I like a more toned down highlight. So this is a toned down one for me. If it's not for you, you can do yours a little bit more toned down. Then I'm going to be taking two different concealers. This one is Tawny by CoverGirl, and I'm just going to take that and I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes. You guys might think this is intense. And then I'm just going to take NYX concealer. It's the Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the color Tan Bronze. This is a holy grail concealer for me. Kind of using my finger to swipe it where I want it to be first. And then I'm going to tap it in place. Now the leftover that's on my fingers, I'm gonna do like this to my nose. And upwards in like a V shape and tap that on my forehead. Now I'm going to take my buffing brush that I used to apply my foundation, and towards the ends of where the concealer ends, I'm just kind of buffing in to blend it out and make sure it's a seamless transition, as well as in this area here, because I don't want it to be obvious that I have concealer piled on my face. I want it to look kind of natural. Okay, so this is the only liquid product that I have found before like all these contour kits and stuff have come out that I could find for my shade to actually contour with, and that is the CoverGirl Queen Collection Natural Hue in True Ebony. And I'm gonna use this to contour, and I'm going to use this little guy here to apply this makeup on my face, and then I'm gonna use this little guy here from Real Techniques Core Collection 2.0 brush to blend it out. So I'm applying it here, and I know a lot of people like to highlight down here, but I actually like to contour here because I feel like it gives my face a more defined look and not make it look as chubby. I'm also going to take it downwards like so. Have any of you dark skin beauties used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Deep Contour Kit yet? And if so, do you think it would be deep enough for me? Let me know in the comments section. Now whatever is left on my hand, I'm just dipping that on top of the brush, and I'm going to use the brush to blend this out. You know what I almost forgot to do? I almost forgot to set my concealer. If I'm going for a matte look, I'll set my entire face, but since I want my skin to look somewhat dewy today, I'm not setting my whole face with powder. But I do need to set my concealer with it because you don't want that sliding all over your face. I'm only going to lightly set it though because, again, I'm going for a dewy look, so I do want my concealer to look a little bit glowy and dewy. This is a Sephora angled blush brush. It's really old. They might not even have it anymore. I'm setting my nose and my under eyes. And this is just the NYC Smooth Skin Powder in Translucent. It's a holy grail for me too. It does the job. Sets my stuff really well. For my contour, to set that, I'm going to be using Sexpresso from the Natural Eye palette. This is my color that I used to just purely contour with until I found this liquid makeup product. It's hard for me to show you the blush that I use because it's in this really funky palette that's kind of hard to like hold up on camera, but I'll take a picture of it and show you what it's in now. Okay, so this is a bronzer from the Lorac Box Office palette. Okay, so I wanted to add a little bit of highlight to my face because I want my face to be glowy and just golden, goddessy. So I'm going to be taking my Flirt Cosmetics highlighting palette in the color Golden Glow. This is a holy grail for me as well. And I'm going to be taking the fan brush from the BH Cosmetics set, and I'm going to swipe all over, but I'm going to focus on that golden part. But I'm gonna kind of heavily apply this, so because I really want that nice gaudy glow sheen. You don't have to have your highlight this intense, but that's just how I like it. And then I'm gonna apply the leftover without putting my brush back into the palette on the bridge of my nose. not as intense on that part. And then I'm just gonna dip my finger into the dark color first and then the gold color, and I'm gonna put that on the tip of my nose and use my other fingers to kind of tap it and blend it out some. But I just like the way that it kind of lifts up the nose. I learned that trick from Nikki Tutorials. She's like the makeup goddess. Now I'm going to use the rest of it on my Cupid's bow. And I am going to be using MAC's Ruby Woo lipstick. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or requests, just leave them down below and I will be sure to reply to you. Thank you guys so much for watching.